Yo, Pierre, you wanna come on?
Pretend party, I'm beginning to end party. Baby, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out. Pretend party, I'm beginning to end party. Baby, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out.
Hey Supremes, it's your girl Sophia Marie, and today I will be doing a tutorial on how I achieved this look, and if you would like to see how I achieved it, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so you're going to want to start by brushing your hair up into a high slicked bun. It does take a little extra arm work to get my hair into a slicked bun, only because I do have 4C hair texture, and so it does take a little extra arm work, but it is obtainable for all hair textures, so you want to make sure that you get it very, very slick, and you can use a soft brush for this. I recommend a soft brush, but you can also use a hard brush if that works better for you. You want to make sure that you don't leave any hair out, and so as you can see, I'm slicking my hair a bunch, and I'm trying to grab it all in one hold. If you leave any hair out, it won't make the finishing product look as slick as you want it to look. To put my hair in a tight slicked high bun, I usually use about 3 scrunchies or hair bands, whatever you guys want to call them, just because my hair is a little bit thick and I want it to be tight. So it is up to you guys how many hair bands you want to use. And this is the part where you will go ahead and put your hair in a bun after you've already slicked it down as much as you can and got your rubber bands. Your bun does not have to be perfect as long as it's slicked and it's tight. As you can see, my bun is a little to the side, but that's okay for this specific hairstyle. After getting your bun to where you want it to be, you're gonna wanna go in and get your supplies so you can start laying down your edges. This is a very important part of the hairstyle itself, and so I use the coconut edge control, as you can see. This is great for my hair type. I don't know if it's for all hair types, but I know it works for curly hair types. And you can use whatever you want, ladies. This is just what works for me. Now with this edge control, you're gonna take a generous amount, probably the size of like a penny, and you're just gonna apply it with your fingers first. We will go in with a toothbrush later on, but first off, you wanna apply it with your fingers. I feel like it gets it more slick with the fingers first and with the toothbrush after. You are going to want to apply the edge control to the whole perimeter of your head, and so that's what I will be doing for the next few moments, as you can see. Also, for my ladies that do have thick, coarse hair, you are gonna want to get that kitchen, girl. Please don't forget that kitchen. That kitchen needs some tender love and care, some TLC, honey. Now this is the part that you will go in with a toothbrush or a brush or whatever you use for your edges, and you're just gonna clean up the residue. I know this edge control can leave a little white residue sometimes, and so that toothbrush just cleans it up a bit, and you're gonna clean up the whole perimeter of your head as well. As you can see, I'm just going in and I'm adding some more edge control where I may have missed a spot, and I'm just going ahead and I'm tightening up the parts that I missed, and I will go in with the toothbrush again to kind of smooth over it a little bit and clean up the residue again. ladies, this is a very important part. During this part, I will be going in and I will be smoothing over my edges with the Got To Be Glued gel. It is not glue, it is gel, and it is in the black bottle, not the yellow one. Some of you are probably wondering why I go in with the gel. The reason I go in with the gel is because it makes it wet to where I can manipulate my edges if I would like to. And so now that they're slicked, I will be going in with the comb, and that is when I will be doing my edges and doing my baby hair, not just slicking it, but getting those baby hairs out and really styling it. So for my baby hair, I move the comb in a C-word motion so that you kind of get a curve instead of just like a straight line. I've seen a lot of people do their baby hairs like in a check line, like a very, I don't know, I've seen some zigzag, I've seen some crazy things, ladies, but I do it in a C-word motion to get that swoop, that curve. Everybody likes a cute swoop. Now this part is very boring, ladies. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be talking much because I'm going to basically be doing the same thing to the whole front perimeter of my head. Of course, we don't do back kitchen baby hairs, but for the front perimeter, I am just going to let you guys watch me. I won't be talking much, and then when we move on to the next part, I will explain more direction. So now that you're done and you're finished with your edges, you're going to want to go in with your bobby pin and just pin up those parts that are out. There are going to be flyaways, and so you want to pin up the flyaways and make the hairstyle as neat as possible. Now ladies, this is the part where you are going to be able to pin up those parts that you didn't get to fit into the bun. And so you might use a few bobby pins. I use a lot for this style. It really depends on how many you have, but use how many ever necessary to get your preferred neatness. Now that you're done pinning up your hair, you're gonna want to get a scarf just to wrap around your edges and lay them down. I don't know if everybody is gonna need a scarf. I recommend a scarf, especially for thick hair textures and curly hair textures, because us curly hair girls know that once you put a lick of gel on our hair, it curls up quickly. So you are gonna want to get a scarf and just lay it down. You don't have to lay it down for long. I only lay mine down for 10 to 15 minutes. Now that you've put on your scarf, you are going to want to get your braiding hair. Mine is already braided because I wore this style recently, but if you guys would like me to do a separate video on how I braided my braiding hair, I will. I am going to just get a hair tie and I'm going to put it over my bun and just tie it around there so that my bun is tighter and smaller. And then you're going to want to take your braiding hair. It has a rubber band on the top of it, and you're going to want to put that rubber band around your bun. Now this part is important, ladies, and I don't want you to get lost, but you are going to want to put your braiding hair on the opposite side that you're going to want your ponytail. And then what you will do is you will flip it. When you flip it, you are going to take the braiding hair and you are going to cover your bun with the braiding hair. After doing that, you are going to want to take a few bobby pins or however many it takes, and you're going to want to also take a scrunchie and you are going to want to tighten that. You don't want your hair to peek through, and so you want to go ahead and take some bobby pins to place the braiding hair and just kind of pin it so that it covers your hair and doesn't show your natural hair. Now that you're all done bobby pinning, you just have to wait until your edges are slicked out. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Hey guys, I went ahead and did my lashes off camera, but now that your hair is slicked down, you can go ahead and you can take off your scarf. Ooh, yes, honey, look at those edges. Look how sleek and beautiful everything looks. Yay, I'm getting excited, okay? You're gonna wanna go in and play with it a little bit. You're gonna wanna play with the bun just to make sure that none of your hair is showing and to make sure that everything is tight and pinned in. As you can see, I'm just going in with another bobby pin to ensure that everything is tight and sleek. Y'all, you do not want this style to look rough. You want your hair texture to match the texture of the braiding hair. And it might not all the way match, which is okay, but you do want to get it pretty darn close. Look at me feeling myself. I am too much for real. But you're gonna want to go ahead and get your accessories if you want to add them to this style. I had already added them previously, and so I am gonna just go in and tighten them up a little bit. Now that you've added the accessories of your choice, you are now done with the style. I hope you guys like how it turned out. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. If you would like to see more tutorials like this, just let me know. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, Supremes.